started the final leg of our last shakedown trip, so follow along and see what lessons we learned. Back south we go. Of course, Sapphire and Sienna were really glad we remembered the dog park. Sapphire's having a good time at the Benson Dog Park, right off of I-95. Sienna is also having a really good time at the dog park. 3 acres, fenced in, perfect. Perfect for an off date. Here you come. Come on, good girlie.
And if you've ever driven through the Carolinas on I-95, you can't possibly miss the south of the border signs. We chose not to stop there this time, but we have in the past. It's a tourist attraction not to be missed if you've never been there.
We found Santee State Park on Lake Marion. Online it had said we needed a 2-night minimum, but when we called, they assured us we could stay for 1 night. Alright, so we just arrived at the Santee State Park in South Carolina, and we just saw 2 deer pass the road.
We're on the east side.
Yes, evidently the Lake Shore Campground is a few dollars cheaper than the Cypress View Campground. It sure is pretty back here though.
Be careful when opening the cabinets, as some shifting may have occurred during driving down this road.
No doubt.
Well, it's a one-way loop.
Alright. Alright. Walking along the perimeter road, along the river.
A vicious attack of toxins coming up.
This is a very rustic park. Most of the sites are a good size. Some of the roads are very rutted, and some of the sites had a lot of roots. The bathhouses were very dated, but on the plus side, the 30 amp electric service was good.
Tuesday morning, about 6:45. Here at Santee State Park in Santee, South Carolina. Very spacious campsites, and lots of them. Very peaceful, very quiet, other than my barking dogs inside the camper. It was back on the road again. The girls pretty much just rest when we're riding down the highway. We traveled the remaining 100 miles through South Carolina and entered Georgia, and traveled about 115 miles into Georgia, almost to the Florida line, where we reached Kings Bay submarine base, the same place we had stayed on our way up to North Carolina. I got asked at the security gate if I had a drone on board, and I did. And this prompted a 45-minute delay so the military police could come and search my RV and then record all the information about my drone before giving it back to me. After that, we proceeded over to the RV park and set up for the evening. It was a beautiful night. We went ahead and cooked dinner outside and even met our neighbors next door. And this little guy came wandering out to say hello. I used to have a pet armadillo when I was a kid, but I wouldn't touch one today. Day 3 and we're up early and back in Florida. Still have 6 hours to get home. But it's May here in Florida, which means love bug season. These little insects were at their peak, and Gumby was covered from head to toe and halfway down the sides. Once we got home, I got out the pressure washer and my wash bucket and sponges and started getting them off. If you leave them on, the acid in their blood begins to eat the finish and the paint of your vehicle. So you need to get them off as soon as possible. Not the way I really wanted to spend my time after a 6-hour drive, but the end result was well worth it. And then I got to rest, and it was good to be home.
If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do that too. All of our practice runs are now done and preparations are underway for our big trip across the country. We invite you to come along and enjoy the ride. Thank you for watching and see you next time.